our Dancing Classrooms culminating event is held in November at the end of a 20-lesson program with the Dancing Classrooms Long Island. Our students are given 20 lessons on the ballroom dances such as the tango, the waltz, the merengue, foxtrot. It's really a social and emotional learning tool for us, and it's a great way to showcase all the wonderful dance steps that they learned and their confidence. So our first class, held early in September, is a day of awkwardness. It's a day where students are not quite sure what they're stepping into, whose feet they're going to step onto, and they learn about chopsticks and how far apart they should be from their partner. They learn how to ask someone to dance with respect. By the second, third lessons, they're a little more comfortable. By the fourth lesson, they are grabbing their partner and getting its dance frame ready to move.
Before the event, I thought it was going to be really nerve-wracking and that everything was going to fall apart when I got out. But when I got out, I really didn't care. I just saw my partners and I was like, oh, this is fine. This is going to be great.
We learned the tango, the salsa, the foxtrot, the merengue, the waltz, and the rumba. I think that it was all definitely worth it because now we also have dance skills.
While I was doing it, I was nervous that I would forget the steps. So I was just always thinking, what's the next step? What do I have to do? So I was always thinking ahead so I wouldn't be too nervous. And it was kind of also nerve-wracking that the parents were all looking with their cameras, but I think it was overall okay.
Across the practicing, she had first had to teach us our one dance, and then we would practice it over and over again each class, and then she'd add on every single class. We just keep doing that until we finally built up every single dance and we were good.
We learn about the history of the dance. We learn where the dance originated from, when it was used. We are then, each class builds upon the last. After 18 lessons, we have a rehearsal, which is all the 8th graders together, getting to watch each other dance together for the first time.
As soon as we started getting a hang of it, after a couple weeks or so, then everyone started to be able to be more comfortable with the dances. They were able to recite the steps more easily.
I think the most fun to learn was probably the swing because it's really simple moves, but when it's put all together, it can be really fun and happy and bouncy.
My favorite dance was the merengue or the foxtrot because I liked how they had our steps together and everything that they made, it made sense. It went along with the dance. And everyone, I have a feeling, liked the merengue. No one didn't like the starburst part. No one didn't.
Students come in all dressed up. They have on their fancy shoes, their fancy clothes. They look the part. And when you look the part, you feel the part, you do a little bit better than you do in the classroom. So watching them evolve from day one through the culminating event, watching them change their clothing from day one through the culminating event, the excitement is in the air.
It was pretty good, honestly. We messed up a little bit, but it was fun for the most part.
I really liked the event of Dancing Classrooms. It was really fun to, put all of our steps that we've been learning for a really long time now, just put it all to work and see how good it came out, even when we were all really nervous at first to see if we could even do it. And it was cool to see how we could actually complete something so cool that we've seen in past years.
I'm very glad I went through it. It was very nerve-wracking, especially before the culminating event, and I think we all really learned something from it.
It's funny because, when it's over, we're not sure how the students are going to feel about it. And at the end of the day, we're a couple weeks after, the students are asking, are we ever going to do that again? And you have to tell them no. And I said, what would you tell our incoming 8th graders or kids who are in 7th grade? What would you tell them? And they say, it's not that bad. and get through the first couple awkward days, and you're really going to enjoy the program.